Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, banning books. The province ensuring school libraries stick to what it considers age-appropriate content. City Centre's future. The owners of Edmonton's downtown mall are now in receivership. And a breath of fresh air, how forest bathing is helping city dwellers reconnect with nature.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
The provincial government is banning books that contain explicit sexual content from schools. It's one of the new standards the government says it's introducing to school divisions right across the province. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us now in studio with more on this story. So, Evan, how is the province defining explicit content?
Matt, the Education and Childcare Minister says detailed and clear depictions of sexual acts will not be allowed. The province is allowing books with non-explicit content to remain, such as hugging and kissing. Non-sexual content, like books about puberty or pregnancy, will be allowed in all grades. Schools have until October 1st to remove any books that don't comply. These changes do not apply to municipal libraries located within schools or material used by teachers as learning and teaching resources. The province held an online survey for 10 days at the end of May into early June, asking people how school libraries should handle material with explicit content. It says of the nearly 80,000 responses, roughly 2/3 of people said material should be made available at differing ages.
We have ratings on movies, given the nature of violence and sexual content that's displayed in movies. This already exists in so many different aspects of our society. I'm really surprised, to be honest, that I need to draft a ministerial order to say that you can't have books on your shelves with graphic sexual content.
The province is also putting in new standards for how library materials are selected and reviewed, how staff supervise students' access, and how someone can request a review or removal of materials from a school library. The Edmonton Public School Board says it will comply with the new standards, but it is asking the province to change the deadline to give teachers and librarians time to go through each book. Matt?
All right, CTV's Evan Kenny live in studio tonight. Thank you. Two teens are facing multiple charges after a man was killed in Wetaskiwin. His body was found after a house fire. It happened last December. RCMP were called to a house fire just after 5 a.m. The body of a 67-year-old man was found. His death was considered suspicious. This week, RCMP arrested two teenagers. They have been charged with manslaughter and arson, disregard for human life. Police are trying to identify the man in this photo. They say he's a suspect in a Millwoods arson. Police say in June, someone broke into a garage near 65th Street and 14th Avenue and set a fire. The flames spread to the house. A family of 7 was inside. They managed to escape, but the home was destroyed. Anyone who can identify the man is asked to call police. A father and son from Edmonton are facing charges of human labor trafficking connected to businesses they owned outside of the city. RCMP began investigating illegal business practices involving immigrant workers last summer at a gas station in Calmar and a motel in Fox Creek. Police believe workers were forced to work 80 to 90 hours a week without proper compensation, were overcharged for rent and expenses, and subject to harassment. 4 victims were identified, men and women. Police won't say where they're from or provide their ages. RCMP believe there are other victims.
This investigation is ongoing, with allegations of money laundering still being investigated, and authorities continue to actively pursue all related offenses. Investigators are committed to fully uncovering the full scope of the operation and ensuring that all individuals are held accountable while victim supports are provided.
What we're seeing is a trend that more and more victims of this type of crime are feeling more safe to come forward. Not to say that labor trafficking didn't exist before, but we're certainly seeing more of it today than we did a few years ago.
RCMP investigated 117 human trafficking cases in Alberta in 2023. 10 were labor-related. The numbers jumped to 180 investigations last year, 21 involving labor trafficking. Sheriffs have closed what they call a problem property in southeast Edmonton. The Alberta sheriffs say police have received complaints about drug and criminal activity at this house in Millwoods for years. The property on 32nd Avenue will be closed for 90 days. No one is allowed on the property or inside the house until October 8th. Until then, the locks will be changed, the house will be boarded up, and the yard fenced off. After that period, the owner is the only person who can be on the property for 3 years. The sheriffs hope this encourages the owner to sell.
We have closed this file down in 2009 and in 2010. We've tried, and the Edmonton Police Service has tried to work with the owner many times over the years to try and stop the drug activity. This most recent community safety order, again, had to happen because we just had a owner that could not control the activities at the property.
Members of the Safer Communities and Neighborhoods Unit, also known as SCAN, will keep an eye on the property. The Grey Nuns Hospital is screening people who may have measles from their cars. Covenant Health says it's doing this to reduce the risk of exposure to other patients and emergency room visitors. People who think they have measles are being told to wait in their cars. They're then sent to an ambulance bay to get checked out. Infectious disease experts say big events like the Stampede or K-Days are a recipe for the spread of measles. They point to people who are unvaccinated or not fully vaccinated and are now traveling during the summer.
This is a public health emergency. It is a huge concern that we have unmitigated spread of a virus that is easily preventable.
The Ministry of Primary and Preventative Health Services says the government is not considering declaring a public health emergency. Goodwill is partnering with the Edmonton Riverhawks for a movie night at the ballpark.
Come on! We'll take you on right here, right now! Come on!
The Sandlot is a classic 90s American comedy that tells the story of young baseball players. You can enjoy the movie outside on the big screen at Remax Field. Tickets are $5. All proceeds go to helping with disabilities, people with disabilities find employment. Goodwill says this fundraiser is a first.
For a not-for-profit, it's something that we haven't done before, and we're just excited to represent the community here in Edmonton.
The movie starts at 7 p.m. Friday with the doors opening at 6:30. Josh, usually when I'm going to see a movie, I'm kind of hoping it's going to be rainy, a little, dim out there. But we're going to be hoping for good weather tomorrow night when they screen that at Remax Field.
Yeah, weather looks okay. There's going to be some clouds that start to spill in late tomorrow night, but temperatures should be a lot warmer than today. We're at 21 downtown right now. There's your wind. 20 gusting to 30 in the city. You have gusts outside the city, south of the city as well at the International Airport to about 40 kilometers per hour. We got to, why did that skip all the way to the end there? We got to 23 for a daytime high today. We'll come back to this forecast in a moment. First, take a look outside right now with the CTV drone as we have some shower cells off to the north of the city. That drone is flying and looking to the north. In fact, we can show you that little shower cell right now on the radar map, and you can see it's just getting set to push into north and northwestern parts of the city. Up around Lamont, you've got a little shower cell. You've got some thunderstorms here across the northeast. This was the region we were thinking had the best chance for isolated thunderstorms, and that's where most of them have popped up. Although, Red Deer and off to the west-southwest, you have a couple isolated thunderstorms as well. If we zoom out even more, you'll notice some clearing back to the northwest, and that's what's coming through later on this evening. So we'll get that little shower cell pushed through a couple neighborhoods here in the next couple of hours, and then some clearing overnight tonight with temperatures dropping tomorrow morning to about 10 or 11 degrees in the city, probably single digits outside the city. So it will be a crisp morning, but 27 tomorrow afternoon. Sunny skies for the bulk of the day, and then some increasing cloud as we head through the evening hours. We'll talk more about that and take a look ahead to the weekend in a couple minutes.
All right, Josh, thanks very much. Coming up next on CTV News, Nurtured Through Nature, a new program is helping Edmontonians reconnect with the great outdoors.
I think a lot of people come here hoping for just a sense of relaxation and calm.
James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
The company that owns Edmonton City Centre Mall is in receivership, leaving the mall's future uncertain. As CTV's Nav Sanga reports, some say it could open up an opportunity to rethink and innovate.
During a summer weekday, there's some foot traffic at City Centre Mall downtown, but there's also a lot of empty retail spaces. The mall has been struggling over the last few years, and now more bad news. Its owner is in receivership.
Yeah, it's surprising and sad to hear that that's the way that it's going, but it's kind of understandable.
According to court documents, Edmonton City Centre Incorporated owes nearly $140 million to a real estate lender. An accounting firm is now in charge of all the assets, which include the mall and 3 attached office towers.
It's been apparent for some time that the asset owners were really stretched and just not in a position to appropriately invest in the property.
Panita McBride says when marquee tenants like Sport Chek and Hudson Bay closed their mall locations, the writing was on the wall.
Too big of a mall for our downtown population, for sure.
Retail analyst Bruce Winder says downtown malls across the country are suffering.
The downtown malls have an extra special challenge because people don't want to go down there. They don't live there in many cases. They just commute in for 3 or 4 days a week.
Winder says on top of the commute, some people avoid downtown malls over safety concerns.
There's heightened crime downtown. There's a lot of folks who are homeless downtown. Not enough social programs to go around.
What will happen to the mall is still unclear. Panita McBride believes this could be a great opportunity to reinvent the block of retail and office space.
But it's going to take someone who's willing to be creative and innovative and entrepreneurial and really rethink what that property is for.
CTV News reached out to Edmonton City Centre Mall but did not receive a response. In a statement to CTV News, LaSalle Investment Management, one of the beneficial owners of Edmonton City Centre, says unprecedented market shifts in recent years have created unique challenges for this property, adding we've worked closely with all parties, including our investors and lender, to find the best possible resolution. Nav Sanga, CTV News, Edmonton.
An accessibility consultant says downtown construction can pose risks for people using wheelchairs and canes.
There's no way we can get by that, so this is the way we need to go.
Several portions of the sidewalk on 107th Avenue east of 109th Street are under construction. There's temporary wooden planks to walk over as the city makes room for new street lamps. Zachary Weeks says his power chair can get over most of the planks, but other people with manual wheelchairs may struggle. In some areas, the planks are broken or missing, making it difficult for people to use. Weeks says people with accessibility issues need to plan ahead, especially when heading downtown. You'll hear more about what the city has to say about this complaint on CTV News at 6. Life in the city can be hectic, stressful, and overwhelming for some people. A new program from the City of Edmonton is hoping to help people reconnect with the nature that exists around them and with themselves. CTV's Connor Hogg takes a look at the experience of forest bathing.
Mere minutes from the hustle and bustle of the city, guides are preparing to assist this group through the experience of forest bathing.
You're entering a separate place, a space that you can really hold for yourself.
When I first heard about forest bathing, I was like, are there going to be like bathtubs? What is it?
That is a common reaction. There will be no actual bathing in water during the session.
Forest bathing comes from the Japanese practice of Shinrin-yoku, a type of forest therapy. The city-run program is in its first week. It's paid for by the federal government's 2 Billion Trees initiative.
Choose an invitation that calls to you. You can take a moment to figure out what feels good.
Sessions are made up of invitations, prompts to focus on exploration, meditation, or reflection.
I'm not artistically inclined, but I decided to draw what I was seeing, and I was actually impressed with what I was able to do.
I think a lot of people who come to this practice are just hoping for a bit of relaxation and are often kind of surprised by the feelings that it can bring up.
Immersing oneself in the forest, in the woods, opening the senses and finding a real nature connection to decompress from urban life.
People have had pretty profound reactions. Sometimes people are even brought to tears because they reflect on impermanence or imperfection and relate that to themselves.
Slowing down to focus on the things many pass by.
I have learned that it's okay to take moments every day to find calm. I'm much better at making space for myself.
Connor Hogg, CTV News, Edmonton.
Still to come tonight on CTV News, Rock and Thunder, the big bands performing at a music festival in Edmonton this weekend.
It's going to be a great vibe. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a blast.
Programming brought to you by Federated Co-ops. Find your summer sweepstakes. Unlock your chances to win at your local co-op.
Weekend with the Rock and Thunder Music Festival at the Edmonton Expo Center. Legendary rock band Def Leppard will headline Friday night. Weezer will headline Saturday night. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, Bret Michaels, and Stone Temple Pilots will also be taking the stage this weekend. A festival representative says today is the calm before the thunder.
Get ready, have a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a great vibe. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a blast.
Tickets to the show are still on sale. Gates into the festival open at 1 p.m. both days and will close at 11 o'clock after the main act. Well, Josh, while Def Leppard is pouring some sugar on the crowd, they're going to be hoping no rain pouring on the crowd at the same time.
I think Sunday there's a chance of a few scattered showers through the course of the day, but it doesn't look like really heavy rain at this point. Take a look outside right now with the Action Furnace Skycam. Action Furnace fixed right, it's free. 21 degrees, and you can see at the top left corner of your screen that shower cell that's rolling in from the northwest. We'll take a closer look at that on radar in a moment. 11 degrees this morning, just slightly cooler than average, pretty close to average this afternoon at 23 degrees for a daytime high. We've since dropped to 21. 21s as well in Jasper and Fort McMurray, 23 in Grand Prairie right now, and 15 in Red Deer with some thunderstorms going through that area. There's your wind gusts to about 35 downtown, stronger outside the city, closer to 40, and actually on the edge of that little cell coming in from the northwest, you probably have gusts to about 45, 50 kilometers per hour. It was gusty as well in east central Alberta and around Red Deer, where, as we said, you've got some thunderstorms going through. This is where most of the rain has been, southern parts of the province through the day today. And in the northeast, we've had some scattered showers and thunderstorms, still a little bit of that activity around Lac La Biche. That will not roll through the Edmonton area. These cells will, especially those two right there, sliding in from the northwest. Once you get to about 8 o'clock tonight, though, we get into some of this clearing, and it looks like those clear skies will stick around through the day tomorrow. So sunny to start. Sunny with some thin cloud around supper time tomorrow. Thicker cloud cover here to the north and northwest. And then overnight tomorrow night, you get some heavier cloud cover rolling through the Edmonton region. Best chance for showers will be kind of Peace River east towards Fort McMurray. This is an outside chance overnight Friday night that you might see a little sprinkle in parts of the city. Some of those clouds will hang around Saturday morning, but then we'll get some clearing through Saturday afternoon. And it looks like another warm one Saturday, 27 tomorrow, 26 or 27 again on Saturday, and then a little cooler early next week. 10 in Fort McMurray tomorrow morning. Should be around 6 degrees in Red Deer. Look at Jasper, 3 degrees tomorrow morning. Into about 23 in Grand Prairie. 26s, 27s across the northeast. Mid-20s with sunshine in east central Alberta and in Red Deer. Jasper at about 24 degrees for a daytime high tomorrow here in the city. 23 today, and after starting at 10 degrees tomorrow morning, we'll get to about 27. With wind 15, gusting at times to about 25, 30 kilometers per hour. Not quite as strong as it was today, but a little breezy nonetheless through tomorrow afternoon. 27 again on Saturday. There's your chance of scattered showers for Sunday and Monday. There's low confidence in whether or not these are actually going to roll through and the timing of them. So I wouldn't cancel any plans for either Sunday or Monday, but had to put at least a slight chance in the forecast there. And temperatures will drop back into the low 20s, it looks like, for early next week, before jumping right back into the mid to upper 20s towards the end of next week. And that's where we'll be tomorrow and Saturday with lots of sunshine tomorrow.
All right, Josh, thank you. Kids are in for a free summer of fun at Green Shacks across the city. The drop-in program has a variety of activities for kids to try, like sports, games, arts, and crafts. The city says this program is a great opportunity for kids all summer long.
Really important, and we pride ourselves on getting kids outside and to be active. And this is an opportunity where kids can come out, do that right here, get off those devices, and make some friendships, be around other people.
In partnership with Edmonton's Art Council, Green Shacks will also host free concerts and performances throughout July and August. When we return, Bird Bag, a popular program helping kids spread their wings in the world of bird watching.
We do have a waiting list on the bag so far.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
A new program at the Devon Public Library is soaring. It's pairing reading with bird watching. As CTV's Merrick DeCash reports, the idea is getting a lot of interest.
So here we have the binoculars. They're very useful.
Isabel Gibbons was one of the first people to borrow a bird-watching backpack from the Devon Public Library.
I think it's really great that they had this idea, so then kids can go outside and get into birds like I did too.
The library started lending out bird backpacks 1 week at a time. Inside each kit, a pair of binoculars, a Birds of Alberta guidebook, an Edmonton birds pamphlet, and a birding checklist specific to the town of Devon.
We do have a waiting list on the bag so far, but yeah, we'll see how it goes all summer. We expect it'll be pretty busy over summer, and they won't be on our shelf at all. So
Karen Haig, a longtime volunteer for the library, was inspired to bring the program to Devon after hearing of a similar one at the Regina Public Library.
Town Council's been very supportive, and the library, it kind of puts everybody together, and the friends of the library. So several groups went together to put the project together.
Haig, an avid bird watcher herself, wanted to highlight Devon's certification as a bird-friendly town.
There's only like 30 bird-friendly communities in Canada. We were one of the first in Alberta in November of 2023, so we're very bird-friendly, and it was another initiative with our bird-friendly project to increase public awareness of birds and do things to help preserve birds, so I thought this was a great way to do it.
Staff at the library are excited about the new program.
we have so many community members that just bring cool ideas to us, and then we're like, oh, sure, this sounds great, let's do it. So, yeah, it's just something fun to offer the community and get more people involved.
People like Isabel Gibbons.
I just picked up a bird book once, and I'm like, this is really cool. And I just got into it after that.
The library has 4 bird bags in total, 3 for adults and 1 for children. Merrick DeCash, CTV News, Devon.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.